Hey, 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 AunTeaFee about them facts, 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 facts. Listen, it was a shooting today at a school in St. Louis. They're about to have a press conference. It says it's live, but it's at 11 a.m. But yeah, there was some people injured. I think the gunman has been taken down. Let's check it out.
Allow the parents and the guardians, the loved ones, to
Doesn't
reunite
appear
with
to
their
have
youngsters as
started
well,
just yet.
and let this situation calm itself down. But any moment now, we expect someone to start speaking to let us know what took place at the school this morning.
Yes, we have a lot of questions after the injury toll has gone up in the past hour. We do know now that 6 people were hurt. One of those people was the shooter in this situation, or person believed to have been the shooter. All of the people who were injured were taken to hospitals in the area. Now, we also know that these are not all gunshot wounds that we are being receiving here in the newsroom. We're hearing that there are some gunshot wounds, injuries from shrapnel, and even cardiac arrest as one of those reported injuries, one of those 6 reported injuries. And we're expecting any moment to hear more information about what happened, possibly even in the moments leading up to this.
Yeah, right, Rennie. We were originally told to go over to the South Precinct for some kind of update that would be coming from police about this matter. Then, probably about 15 minutes ago, we were told to come here to the school's football field. You can see this group. We have many elected officials. We have the mayor,
Shooting at a school today in St.
responders
Louis.
from every level of city government out here. They had huddled a little bit closer, and we were told that they would be coming over any moment now to give us an update, but you can see the group has kind of broken apart, and it looks like they might still have a lot to discuss. There's been a lot of looking at their phones, looking at each other, trying to get the latest information. And
Mercedes McKay.
Right. She was speaking with some people out there. Mercedes, you're near the school. Can you tell us what you're hearing?
Just really a heartbreaking story we just heard about 15 minutes ago from a freshman. He told me they actually thought this was one of those, active shooter drills. And then they realized it was actually taking place and there was a real active shooter on their campus in their school buildings. And I'm honestly just going to let him tell you the story. I know the producers have that sound from him in the back, and just listen to it from his own words, this freshman, what he had to go through to get out of the school.
It was a regular intruder drill, but then when we started hearing sirens outside and the teachers started to even get scared, we knew that this wasn't just a regular drill and it was real. So then the teacher, she crawled over and she was asking for help to move the lockers to the door so they can't get in. And we started hearing glass breaking from the outside and gunshots outside the door. And then we tried to move.
Unbelievable. I don't know how I would have react being a teacher and responsible for these students. Wow.
We knew that this wasn't just a regular drill and it was real. So then the teacher, she crawled over and she was asking for help to move the lockers to the door so they can't get in. And we started hearing glass breaking from the outside and gunshots outside the door. And then we tried to jump out the window, but it was concrete at the bottom of one of the windows that was open, so we couldn't go down there. So we had to wait a little longer before the assistant principal came up to one of those. And when we opened it, the teacher said to come on, and we all had to jump out the window.
Found out. We'll probably go over there after we get off the air. Moments are still happening here, and it's been probably an hour and a half, 90 minutes now. Young freshman I spoke to, y'all heard it, Sydney and Rennie, just a heartbreaking situation, hearing that come out of his mouth, what they had to do, jumping out of the window. And I asked him, I said, what was running through your mind when that happened? And he just kind of just stared at me, and I said, was it fight or flight mode? And I said, what was it, fight or flight mode? And he said, yeah. So let's listen to kind of what he said to me in that moment. When did she get here?
Like as soon as I got up here at the Schnucks.
What was that like to see your mom?
Hopeful.
My God.
just like she was permission to talk to him, so we didn't get a chance to hear from her, but I could tell she was on the phone with someone. Probably Duncan, that it actually happened at school. Has what really happened that morning come to realization for him? And he said not yet. I asked him if he's going to feel safe at school now, if this makes him nervous, and he said yes. So just a lot of these kids are feeling this way, and again,